You also see that after I scan, the cursor is being focused to field 4. That is being done by the afterscan settings. So if we just take a look at those now. So these are some functions you can do on an afterscan event. So that could be a barcode scan or a drop-down selection, or if you manually keyboard enter data and then press an enter key, those are all considered afterscan events. So there are a few options you could do here. You can auto-submit. So if it happens to be the last field on your form, once you scan data into that field, it can actually submit the record automatically versus having to press a submit button. You'll see that that kind of speeds data collection, not requiring touch intervention with the screen. So that's useful in that case. Clear on submit is whether or not you want to retain the data on a submit. So if you're doing an app where you want to eliminate repetitive data entry, such as, let's say you were selecting a location and then scanning a bunch of barcodes. If you turned off clear on submit for the location field, that would retain for every scan. So let me just set that up quick. So let's say we did a location and a barcode. And we could say, turn off clear on submit for location. Barcode will do an auto submit. We do want that one to clear. And one of the popular features of afterscan is telling the cursor where to go after the scan. So in this case, since we're retaining location, I want to keep going back to the barcode field. So we'll just basically be scan, submit, scan, submit, scan, submit. And we'll just make this a drop down. Say A, B, C, D. Change our smart form rule to field barcode. And we will trigger the afterscan in this case. We'll push this out. Actually, one thing I should have done was just rebuild our form here because we'll have some blank fields there. All right, so if I go in session 1, so here's our location. We'll select A. That automatically jumps to the barcode field. So in this case, we really didn't need a smart form rule, but I left it. So now you'll see, you may not even see the scan because it happened so quickly, but you'll see the record count going up. You may hear the submit sound. So as I'm scanning things, it's automatically submitting that data. And we're seeing that we're keeping the location so that we don't have to keep entering that over and over. So if we actually look at the data, so there's, we had that old record there from before, but I did 11 records, and you'll see that they all have that location and the barcodes that were scanned for them. So that's the powerful afterscan features. There's also an auto find on scan. So this is useful if you're doing sort of inventory counting. Let's say I added a quantity to this. And I made the barcode field auto find on scan. We can actually increment the quantity with each scan by doing this. And it'll update that same record. The only thing we would need to do for quantity is set a variable of increment. And we still do the go to field to itself with the auto submit. Let's go ahead and deploy this. And I just want to clear up my data. Actually, another thing we want to do is just rebuild that form so that our quantity field shows up. Keep in mind, if you've already designed your form to look nice, you can add additional fields by just clicking the field control over here and then setting it in the properties in the right. So you don't have to rebuild the form every time like I'm doing. All right, so we could select the location here, and then I'll go ahead and scan. So in this case, you'll see that we left the prompt option. So with autofind on scan, it's just basically looking in the local session to see if that record exists. If not, you can do a few things. You can prompt just like we're seeing now. You could just no prompt and add, or you can no prompt and discard. We'll just say yes to this. Now we have one record. So you'll see as we're scanning this, our quantity is going up, but we're still maintaining a single record. If I scan something different, we just hit yes. And if I don't know if I can hit this again, but I'll try. No, I missed it. And then if we scan that one, that will increment. Or we can go back to the original. And let's just take a look at the data. So there's the 3 items that I ended up scanning and how many times I actually scanned them. So this is a good use for inventory counting. So that would be enabling that autofind on scan in the afterscan settings, as well as using that increment variable.
Thanks for watching. If you enjoy our content, be sure to like and subscribe, and visit our channel below for more. You can also find us online at TracerPlus.com, or on Facebook, Twitter, or LinkedIn. If you have any questions, feel free to call or email us at any time, and we'll be happy to help.